Hey guys, so this is the ROSE TECHNICS Star City 5 Pro, a hybrid in-ear monitor. This is one of those technical masterpieces that come from companies, and when you consider its price, which is around $84 or around 7,000 rupees here in India, it's not the cheapest. But for a hybrid in-ear monitor, this is an absolute win for music enthusiasts as well as seasoned audiophiles. So let me tell you what makes the Star City 5 Pro so great. First things first, let's get the unboxing out of the way. So as you can see, the ROSE TECHNICS Star City 5 Pro comes in its usual packaging, nothing too fancy. Sliding off the outer cover, we get this nice matte box inside with a magnetic lid. Opening this, we get some paperwork. We get a total of 7 silicone ear tips. We also get a very high quality leather box to carry these in-ear monitors in. Now you also get a 3.5mm to USB-C dongle DAC, and it's really nice of them to have provided this right in the box, because as our phones stand today, we don't have headphone ports, we have USB-C ports. So anyway, you'd have to invest in a portable DAC. But how the quality of this DAC is and how it translates to the sound signature, I'll break down that in detail when I talk about the audio quality. You also get a very high quality oxygen-free copper braided cable that has MMCX connectors on one end and a 3.5mm audio jack on the other. And of course, you get the Star City 5 Pro in-ear monitor themselves. Now, as for the specs of the Star City 5 Pro, so as I mentioned, these are hybrid in-ear monitors. So each of these in-ear monitors pack a single 10mm dynamic driver and 2 balanced armatures. Now, the dynamic driver inside takes care of your low end or the bass response, while one set of the balanced armatures takes care of your mid frequencies, while the other set takes care of the high frequencies. Now, these have an impedance of 24 ohms. So again, these would be categorized as low impedance in-ear monitors, and thankfully this time they have provided a dongle DAC right in the box. But I would still suggest that if you are a seasoned listener and if you're a serious listener, that you do additionally invest in a portable DAC that is just of a better quality, and that just makes sure that these perform to their full potential without leaving any volume or audio quality in the tank, and what you get is the best audio quality possible. And as always, the one that I personally use will be linked in the description below. Okay, talking about the build quality, so it's a mixture of metal and resin. The faceplate is metal while the rest is resin. Now the resin is of very high quality, doesn't feel cheap. It's also very ergonomic, giving you a very nice fit, and there is no part which is jagged or that pierces in your ears. So for long listening sessions, it was also very comfortable. Now in terms of the design, it's got a mixture of a retro yet modern look. It's got the light your words etched on the metal plate. Looks really nice, feels really nice, also feels high quality. Couple that with the braided cable, and this gives you the assurance that it's going to last for years to come. Okay, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now if you're an existing viewer, you know that I judge these in-ear monitors based on how they produce the 3 main frequencies that broadly make up any sound that you hear: the highs, the mids, and the lows. The highs or the treble, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids where the vocals are, and the low end or the bass response. Now before I give you the breakdown of the highs, mids and lows, let me say that first I did the review with the provided DAC in the box, and then I shifted to my personal portable DAC that I keep recommending in the videos. I found that the provided portable DAC that they have is not of the best quality, because as soon as I shifted to my personal portable DAC, these sounded far superior and brought out the full resolution of the sound, and they sounded worth their price. So I'm going to base this review on my personal portable DAC. Starting off with the highs of the treble response. So the highs have excellent detail retention and complete control throughout. Technicalities are rendered with richness, a sense of airiness, and there was no sibilance at all. They pack a ton of detail but never sound synthetic. There is that sparkle in the treble response throughout the track that you're going to listen to, but it never gets unpleasant even for long listening sessions. Spacing between instruments in the higher frequency range was very well preserved, and the sounds of snares and cymbals that are typically in this frequency range sounded very natural, organic, and nuanced. So the highs are rich, airy, detailed, and very easy on the ears. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. Now, vocals in general sounded forward but not artificial. Male vocals could have used a shade more warmth so as to add a bit more depth, but this is not a deal breaker by any means, and it could be just my personal preference, because in general, the male vocals sounded very neutral without any sort of artificial sharpening or clarity being added. Just that the warmth adds that extra bit of depth and texture that makes it sound more immersive. In terms of detail retention and the decay in the mid frequencies, there were absolutely zero issues, and it was beyond impressive. Stringed instruments sounded full, rich, very organic and had a beautiful flair to them, and there was beautiful spacing between the instruments themselves as well as spacing between the vocals and the instruments. So there was no clutter, and all in all sounded very rich and organic. And finally we get to the low end of the bass response. Now the low end of the bass is evidently mid-bass heavy, giving you ample amount of slam in the tracks that you're going to listen to. The bass is rich, round and undistorted at all volume levels. There was no interference with the mids and the highs, and the decay was also very smooth and well controlled. But that's not all, because these in-ear monitors are quite capable of producing an impressive amount of the sub-lows, that rumble that we all love, and that obviously makes the track you're listening to far more immersive and impactful. Although this is track dependent, but when the track had it, this didn't fail to produce that. But you see, I still wouldn't recommend this for a bass head, because while the bass response is full, rich, undistorted and even gives you the rumble of the sub-lows, yet it overall sounds very pure. And bass heads usually want a very exaggerated bass response that is overpowering. This, while giving you very impactful and mighty impressive bass, it's not going to give you that exaggerated bass response. However, if you tweak the equalizer and set it to the rock preset, which is my favorite one on my phone, it can definitely be recommended even to a bass head, because the overall resolution of the sound improves and the bass gets deeper. So if you get this, that's something you should try out. Now the soundstage is quite wide, giving you a clear image of the space between instruments, and once again it's this same aspect that will make this ideal for gamers who can understand where footsteps are coming from, where gunshots are fired, giving them that edge during gaming. In summary, the Star City 5 Pro is an excellent all-round in-ear monitor. This could be an ideal choice for seasoned audiophiles as well as for simple music enthusiasts, and in my books, this is absolutely a top-tier in-ear monitor that can really give far more expensive in-ear monitors a good run for their money. So there you have it guys, that was my in-depth review of the ROSE Technics Star City 5 Pro hybrid in-ear monitors. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any other questions, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer them. As always, the link to the Star City 5 Pro and other products will be in the description below. I would really appreciate if you use those links to make your purchase. It will never cost you anything extra, but you guys will be helping me run this channel, and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.